Hello everybody, I am the Wasteland Viking and welcome back to Shadowrun Returns. So last time we found out where Coyote's at. She was doing a runner job for a Mr. Delilah, stealing, I guess it was gems, like precious gems from Stevie J, who owned the Royale Apartments as like a drug den. Drug den. And yeah, we rescued her, and we have Peiko to, thank for that. He helped us out a lot with that. And yeah, so now Mrs. Kobato, I always forget her name, but she said that the Seamstresses Union can actually be our base of operations now for as long as we need to. So that's where we left off, and we are going to check up on Coyote, see how she's doing. Dr. Sarah Castle. It's weird that I select on somebody and they move like right behind them. I don't get it. Make it quick. I need to operate. Thanks for helping me out back there. Looked like you could use a hand. Ouch. Bad joke right now. She looks down at her mangled arm. Okay, folks, I'm going to have to ask you to go sit in the waiting area. Watch some trivet or something. This young lady and I have work to do. Kubota. Okay, so I got it right the first time. Take it easy, Coyote. We'll be here when you wake up. Who said anything about me going to sleep? Just give me something to bite on. You're tough, kid, but you're not that tough. Okay, Coyote, let's take a look at your face. Leave it. Excuse me? Coyote. I earned this face by being stupid. I'm gonna keep it and end story. End of story. Whatever you say, kid. With one swift move, she sinks a syringe into Coyote's thigh. Nighty-night. Alright, so it looks like she's all better now, I guess. Let's go talk to her. Coyote looks both better and worse than you last saw her. All the gaping holes are plugged and she's sporting a shiny new cyber arm. But now that the adrenaline has worn off, it's clear she needs some rest. Good morning. Thanks to the miracle of modern science combined with Doc Castle's magical healing powers, I am almost good as new. Better, really. Can I talk to you for a few minutes, Coyote, about Sam? Sam what? What about him? He's dead. Holy dreck, Sam. I can't say I'm surprised. He was on a downward spiral for a long time. What can I tell you? Tell me about Sam. I hear you liked him. I did. He made me laugh. No one else seemed to like Sam's jokes, but I did. No accounting for taste, Sam made some bad jokes. Not when he was sober. He was chill and funny. I guess I knew him the best of everyone here. Sorry he's gone. Did Sam have any enemies? Probably. She thinks, enemies? That's hard to say. Sam partied hard, and when he did, he ran his mouth off pretty good. Got his ass kicked out on more than one occasion. But no, I don't think he had any enemies, at least none that I'm aware of. Where did Sam live? On the streets mostly. He'd occasionally convince someone to let him flop on their couch, but he'd always overstay his welcome, get kicked out after a few days. Sometimes I'd sneak him down here so he could crash in one of the bunks. He used one the night before I saw him last. How bad was his drinking? If it was just drinking, it would have been bad. But Sam wasn't the monogamous type. He dabbled in everything. Booze, chips, drugs. He loved the nitro, whatever he could get his hands on. It wasn't always like that, but once he got sick, he started using more and more stuff to try and forget about it. Sam was sick? Dying, didn't you know? Yeah, everyone could tell. You could just look at him and see he was a walking corpse. It had to be the drinking. Then he disappeared for a while, and one day he came back all better. Looked good, even. All better, just like that? He said his mom helped him out. Never said how, though. So when... Huh. I wonder how long ago that happened, because his mom, committed suicide. Or that's what the report said. So I wonder how long ago this happened, because she committed suicide the year before, I think. But you served Sam the night he died. What do you remember about that night? It was a pretty average night. Regular crowd, as I remember. Sam was drinking with a guy named Armitage. Oh, Jake, yeah. Yeah, you know him? Met him. He's a charmer, too. She bites her lower lip. I like gingers. Ah. Anyway, Jake and Sam were having a few. Well, Jake was having a few. Sam was tossing him back, but good. Eventually he got loud, the way he sometimes did when he mixed drinking and who knows what, and Mrs. Kubota wanted him ejected. Mr. Cluey wasn't around, can't remember why, so she asked Jake to do the honors. Jake dragged him out the back, into the alley, and that's the last time I saw Sam. So yeah, Mr. Cluey, the troll bouncer, was taking care of some gangers that were having an argument or something like that with one of the girls working there. I don't know. So that's why Jake, took him out. You said he got loud. Do you remember what he was saying? She thinks. Standard Sam Drek, how he grew up rich and didn't deserve this, how he hated his mother, how he loved his mother. It was pretty pathetic stuff. Huh, alright. Thanks, Coyote. Now I need you to do something for me. Sure. What do you need, babe? I need you to talk to Mr. Delilah for me about the Royale run. He is usually upstairs. Tell him I didn't get the gems. Maybe I can take another run at it when I recover. Yeah, I will. Except I took the gems, so how would she be able to do the run again? Unless she's expecting to do one again for Mr. Delilah. So optional, deliver the stones to Mr. Delilah, and also meet all the black market vendors in the safe house. Alright. Huh, alright. So I guess Peiko's going to stay there then. Welcome, no bunks available. Let's look. The bunk is a mess and reeks of booze. Searching through the sheets, blankets, and pillow, you find an old photograph that has seen a lot of wear. Look at the image. The picture is of a blonde boy and girl, both about age 14, sitting on a dock on the edge of a lake. They appear to be twins. The boy has his arm tied around the girl's shoulder and is mugging for the camera. The girl is planting a kiss on his cheek while making rabbit ears behind his head with her fingers. Check the back. Written in a woman's hand are the words Sam and Jessica, Lake Sammamish State Park, summer 2040. So Sam is a twin, I guess. Oh, Jessica. We got a note. Is it in here? No. But there was a note on Sam's body that we found in the evidence bag. That was a note from Jessica. I thought it was like, girlfriend or, wife or something like that. But no, I guess it's his twin sister. Let's pocket the photo. That makes things very interesting. Oh, okay. So that's our stash in the, let's add that in there. I guess the lockers here are our stash. So if we ever need some, we could just come here and, you know, do that. In Shadowrunner circles, the term doctor is often used quite liberally to describe any sawbones with a needle and thread. But in the case of the Union's resident medical expert, nothing could be further from the truth. The safe house boasts a fully equipped medical suite, complete with shamanic fetishes. This is sixth world medicine of the highest caliber. I forgot that I need to do some research and figure out what the worlds are, what the sixth world and stuff like that is. I don't know. The doctor herself is an unamusing sort, perhaps the type to go unnoticed entirely, if not for the sprightly spirit perched on her shoulder like her own personal gargoyle. The spirit's burning eyes follow you constantly, even as the doctor's own eyes are buried in her charts. However, she does not look up long enough to acknowledge your approach. I'm Dr. Castle. I understand you were instrumental in bringing Coyote back to us. Thank you for that. And I suppose you were the one who patched her up. Impressive work. Thank you. It's a shame she wouldn't let me repair her face, though. I mean, I can understand why she did that. I mean, yeah, it's more of an honor kind of thing, I guess. A personal, physical reminder of, you know, making mistakes and that mistakes have consequences. She notes you eyeballing the facilities. I can tell you're surprised to find a full-service medbay under a dive bar in a slum. Don't be. This is a Shadowrunner bar after all. This place reminds me, in a very rundown fashion, but still nonetheless, it's like John Wick. You know, with the sanctuaries and things like that that they go to and stuff like that. For a purveyor of cyberware and trauma kits, there's no better place to set up a practice. I patch runners up, install and maintain their cyberware, and provide medical supplies for their runs. I may not be as mobile as Doc Wagon, but I'm the next best thing. Who's Doc Wagon? Is that a name that was brought up and I don't remember? I mean, probably. Can I help you with anything? Tell me more about trauma kits. Trauma kits are fully automated stabilization units that include a defibrillator, spray-on synthetic skin, and medical nanomachines. They can save a runner's life if you move fast enough. So if you are bleeding out, one of those can get you back on your feet? Exactly, but you have to be quick. This is Doc Wagon's own field tech, but even their stuff has its limits. Oh, that's right, Doc Wagon's name, the trauma kits that we have. Yeah. We have two. Oh, this one, just one of them. Yeah, Doc Wagon basic trauma kit. So I wonder if you could get increased, you know, better ones that increase the life when, you know, rezzing somebody. What cyberware do you have available? Oh, goodness. Well, this is cool stuff. I got into the game far enough to, you know, look at these, but I never bought any. Current Essence 5. Okay, so Essence is your cyberware usage? It's like a power supply, in a way, except it's like personal. Essence after operation. So our essence might go up the more cyberware that we have. But what that contributes to, I honestly don't know. So they have as technology Cyberleg basic. Basic yet powerful metal machine replacement for your leg. Adds plus 8 HP and 1 quickness. That's pretty cool. Shiowa's bone lacing. Plastic. Shiowa's process covers your bones with hard plastics. Add plus 1 body. Okay. vision magnification eyes. Essence cost. Oh, okay. So yeah, this is what your body can hold as far as amount of, you know, cyberware that you can have in your body. Renraku's basic cyberware replacements extends and enhances your vision, adds plus 3% to hit. And that's a basic one, and that's... I mean, I guess with other buffs and things like that that you can have, I'm sure it would, you know, add up, but I don't know, 3% for me could be pretty small. Silver Tech Cyber Arm. Silver Technology's basic replacement limbs that adds plus 6 HP. Data Jack, we already have that. A requirement for riggers and deckers, and those that want to use a Smart Link weapon. Smart Link weapon, that'd be cool. Ares Dermal Plating. Ares basic dermal armor plating implants. Adds plus 2 armor. That's expensive stuff. I mean, it's to be expected. It's cyberware. I see shamanic fetishes. You a shaman too? While modern medical technology makes surgery less disruptive than it used to be, it's still an ordeal for both the body and the spirit, requiring extensive recuperation to properly heal. I'm trained in the ways of the spirit world as well as the scientific world. I do my best to heal the whole patient. So she's a shaman and a mage? Well, scientific world, I don't know. What's that on your shoulder? This little guy supports the healing rituals I perform on my patients after surgery, dramatically reducing their recovery time. Not standard procedure, of course, but the results speak for themselves. Now let's see your medical supplies. Yeah, so, yeah, platinum, grade, gold grade, and basics. And then basic med kits. Alright. I think right now we're fine as far as healing is concerned. Alright, never mind. Algernon. Past the bar, the edges of the safe house become somewhat indistinct due to the magical haze surrounding a particular elf. The man seems only half of this realm, his mind wandering the far horizons of astral space while his body peddles his otherworldly wares. Good evening, young dwarf, and welcome to this humble home that we call the Union. I am Algernon Halfdrain. To ease your way through the sixth world, I offer you the best in magical foci, spells and fetishes for the conjuring of spirits. Let's just see what he has. Because we could get additional people in our party. I don't know if they're like temporary companions that you get like Keiko was, or Jake and stuff like that, or you could actually get permanent people on your, you know, team. So it doesn't hurt to look through this stuff. Obviously, I'm not going to be reading into all this stuff until we get like a proper mage and shaman. I was going to say druid, but yeah, shaman and stuff like that. Yeah, the spells in this are actually pretty cool. I enjoy it a lot. And also, you need certain requirements of the skill, spellcasting or conjuring, you know, to cast certain things. Oh, and then the chi casting as well. Or chi casting, my bad. And then consumables. Oh yeah, the fetishes are consumables. So he has air, earth, fire, water, and then, you know, same thing, just lower tier. Cool. What do you mean, no credit? Oh, Eric. Okay. Change your clothes. Clothes change your life, right? Not only will you look better, not that you look bad now or anything, but each one will help to keep you on the right side of the ground. Take a look. Sure. I wonder if he has better stuff. No, it's the same. It's the same. Part of me is, well, it's 750. That's quite a bit. It'll drop us to, you know, in the 900s, which we'll get new and pretty quick. So I've been kind of thinking of getting this a little bit, since part of the way I've been building Travoke is, you know, that high HP, kind of. I mean, it's the third focus skill that I want to do, but still. I'll think about it. TB Rubberman. Alright. No. Talk to the guy. Theodore Buster Grubberman is a well-groomed orc dressed with a precision that suggests the straight lines of a military officer's uniform. His hair is cropped short, high and tight, as they say, and the neatness this presents is only compromised by the uneven tusks protruding from his mouth. The only other defect in this picture of perfection is the man's cybernetic right arm, which is obvious enough to be noticeable, but not so obvious as to ruin the line of his suit. Alright. When he speaks, the orc's voice is soft and thoughtful, and he talks almost exclusively in numbers. Calibers, ranges, rounds per second, arc of fire, razoring factor, tensile strength, and, of course, price. Bunker Buster Grubberman at your service. Friends call me Buster. I also answer to Sergeant, Sir, and even Theodore on occasion. Anytime you're in the market for firearms, ammunition, or ordnance, I'm your man. How can I help you? What exactly do you sell here? Things that go bang in all shapes and sizes, plus other odds and ends on occasion. Consider me your own personal armory. All weapons are guaranteed to meet strict UCAS military spec, or your money back. In addition, I can handle routine maintenance, repairs, and upgrades if you so desire. You can upgrade weapons? And if that wasn't enough, I also teach a safety and instructional course every weekend. This week we're covering bayonets. Mark my words, they're making a comeback. I can see that. Bayonets come in handy for more than just stabbing people. Class C. Oh yeah, so we got the 4th tier of our... Oh, what is it? Drone control? Yeah, drone control. So we could actually have 2 drones now. So part of me is thinking of actually going to also get this. It's worth 800, but I think it would be worth it. Consumables, Let's do that. Sell the grenade. Equipment. Sell that for now. Alright, weapons. He has a Keska Black Scorpion. The most common gun in the shadows. Everyone owns at least one. I don't. Damage 6, range medium, 28 capacity. Holds a lot. The Uzi 3, the Beretta Model 70, Benelli Raffaello, Street Sweeper. This is what we'd be getting. It looks like a DMR. But the Semopol version, VZ8V. Alright, and then the machete and a baseball bat. So we have... Actually, that's expensive. I don't know. Pretty much it's either get a drone or a better gun. We could get both. That'd be pretty much all of our new one, but it'd make us better in the long run. Especially since we can get this, the smoker drone, to, you know... It probably blocks, like, enemy shooting and things like that, so we can have this one kept close to us or, like, to other people if we need to. But if we have a melee person, I'm too worried about it. But they'd be covering us, and then the Doberman could go around and start shooting people. So you know what? I'm actually going to do that. Confirm. Alright, and then let's stash that. And then we've got both of our drones. Both Class C, but we could get Class B, but I don't know. Oh, shit. I just realized that one of the merchants here is actually one that sells cyberware. I mean, like, you know, decking and rigging stuff. Or is it just Decker? I don't remember. But, yeah, confirm. Now let's sell back our... Wow, 562. So we actually, you know... Yeah. I'm gonna say we, you know, made a profit, but we actually really didn't. Hey, there's Johnny Clean. David Fry the Second? Every inch of the tech alcove is covered in a chaotic patchwork quilt of circuit boards, chips, wires, displays, and a million other things that you can't identify. In the eye of this techno-bits storm stands a dwarf, immaculately dressed and extremely calm. Yeah, David Fry II. I know that look. Don't let the size of the shop fool you. I can get any Matrix hardware or software that exists. And if it doesn't exist, then I can get it made for you. Any questions I can answer or anything any gear you need? So yeah, he's just the Decker. As they have like different programs and ESPs and things like that. Let's ask, what's a deck? You jack into the Matrix, or in the context of a run, when you jack into the local node of the facility you're in. The deck determines how many programs and ESPs you can carry and the firepower of your base Matrix attack. Decks have IP. When a deck's IP is reduced to 0, you'll get booted from the system, and it'll hurt. What's a program? A program in the Matrix allows you to defend your avatar against countermeasures and enemy deckers. There are a wide variety of different programs for attack and defense at different power levels. As you progress as a decker, you can use more powerful versions of these programs. What's an ESP? Johnny, you want to take this one? Sure. When you infiltrate a facility on a run, you have a team. Alright, when you jack into the Matrix, you are all alone. That's where ESPs come in. An ESP is a highly advanced artificial life program, which when you deploy it, manifests as another team member in the Matrix. Different types of ESPs have different abilities. What you got for sale? Sony. Ooh. So I wonder who took it, Sony or Shadowrun, or the developers of that. I have no idea. So ESPs are consumables, alright, so it's kind of like a fetish for a shaman. And then programs are different attacks you can do and, you know, buffs and things like that. So when you're in the Matrix, you end up like being a kind of like a mage, but more of the science type, you know? Alright. See you later. Oh, I'm being rude. Let me also introduce you to our resident Decker and my good friend Johnny Clean. While in the same overalls that you saw him in upstairs, down here leaning over a workbench crammed with circuit boards, cables, and chips, Johnny Clean seems a totally different person. You get the impression that Johnny was once as hot and as invisible as the most infamous Deckers today. Good to see you down here. Happy to be of help if I can be. How's decking used? The decking skill is often used just on terminals in the real world to get information, hack doors, etc. But occasionally a run will have the option or the requirements to go into the local Matrix LAN of the facility you are infiltrating in order to gain access to valuable information or control more important things in the real world. Why are you dressed as janitor? Well, probably for, you know, sideshow. Did I stand out upstairs? No, janitors never do. When I was younger, I had a rep for getting in and getting out of systems so cleanly that no one knew I was there. Half the Matrix runs that earned me my rep were made possible because I was able to get inside the facility posing as a janitor. Now it's just sort of part of me. Alright, that's cool. Is it true that you were part of the Echo Mirage team? Let me take this one. Listen, I've known the guy for over a decade, and he's been smart enough not to tell me. So he is sure as hell not going to tell you anything about those days. For your health and his, best to let the subject drop. Alright, see you guys around. Cool. So we talked to all the black market vendors. So I guess our next objective is talking to Mr. Delilah. Let's have a quick save.